Hello, hello, hello. Happy 4th of July. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you. We're going to start with Aries and move all the way to Pisces. This is the week ahead, the 6th through to the 12th. Hello. Hello, LeAnn. Hello, Sean. Happy 4th of July. Happy Friday. So, starting with Aries, moving down to Pisces, the 6th through to the 12th. Let's get into it. After I click that. All right. Week ahead. What do we have for the week ahead? No clarifications. And forgive me if you start hearing booms. They've been going off since yesterday. We'll just keep rolling through it. All right. Aries. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or crosswatch for somebody you're dealing with. Okay. Are you ready, Aries? We have number 34, door to personal healing and happiness, pertaining to number 7, message. Now, the message that you could be receiving could be intuitive. Also, maybe there's somebody reaching out that is offering some kind of apology or something to that extent that is opening a door to your healing, your happiness, some kind of closure for some of you. We have the 5 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups is somebody who's focused on things that didn't work out. It's also being in that kind of sad, heartbreaking, emotional feeling. But I feel like with the door to spirit, the door to healing and happiness, again, I feel like this is pertaining to some kind of emotional, possible romantic situation where there's healing involved. We have a Child of Coins. This is some kind of grounded, stable offer coming in. Now, again, this could be the communication, the tangible communication or message with another person to offer some kind of apology. I keep feeling like there's an apology taking place. We do have the High Priestess, Pisces energy specifically. This is following the intuition. It's also kind of like a doorway to spirit. It could mean that you're needing to meditate, follow your intuition. It also could be that there's somebody that you are reaching out to, some kind of a spiritual guru, possibly psychic, medium, tarot reader, something along those lines. This is somebody who is highly spiritual. I just realized we're not clarifying. Like, I know I said it, but I was about to say, we'll clarify, but no, we're not. Underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 15, appreciation, pertaining to number 29, imprisonment. So it's interesting because imprisonment's overthinking, overanalyzing, kind of being stuck in your own self-imposed prison from your perception and the thoughts that are keeping you from expanding or clarity or truth. And the appreciation almost feels like this is kind of being grateful for things that are transpiring or things that have taken place because it's assisted in some form of ascension or growth. We have a King of Cups. You could definitely be dealing with a Pisces. This is, again, somebody who is highly intuitive, psychic, kind, caring, compassionate. It could also be that you're receiving some kind of heightened gifts, but I feel more than anything, there is something pertaining to some kind of psychic or intuitive. It feels more psychic to me. Clarity, knowing, clairs, something along those lines. With the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, Sagittarius energy, I feel like things finally start getting moving after a time of stagnancy, like blocks start being removed or released. And then we have an Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like when things shift, you could also be receiving some form of a windfall, but the windfall doesn't have to be financial. It could just be like a windfall of energy. With the Ace of Wands, it's time to take action. It's passion, drive, desire, and forward momentum. It feels almost like you get your groove back. And there's something that could have been keeping you stuck for some time, some kind of emotional sadness, heartache, failed relationships, be it romantic or otherwise. And I feel like this opportunity is coming in for you. For some of you, it's like a peace offering. But again, I feel like you're being called to follow the intuition along with possibly seeking out some kind of advice from somebody who is intuitive, psychic, medium type energy. You have give it time. It's in the works. And then we have, oh my gosh, I can't make this shit up. Excuse my language. Apology. I'm not yet over what happened, but an apology could begin to mend things. And journey. Adventure awaits. A physically or emotionally expanding experience is ahead. I rest my case. Okay, I'm going to shuffle and we will move on to Taurus. I get to stay up and enjoy this year. I get to stay up and enjoy this year. I don't get it. Yeah, but it's not the new year. You mean the freedom? Oh, the holiday. Oh, this year you actually get to enjoy it because it's on a weekend. I get it. Took me a hot minute. It's all right. Sean, I forgive you. Hi, Vicky. Perfect timing. You came in right when I was in the middle of shuffling. And I just started. Happy 4th of July. Happy Friday. Happy end of the world for your pet day. I know, I've already lost a cat today. He left this morning and he must be out and hiding somewhere. It is such an amazing day. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I have a client that I work with on Fridays, and not that I don't like all my clients, but I absolutely adore this specific client. It is dry out, and there's not a lot of clouds, which is nice because, yeah, I get what you're saying, wet it down, but normally, not always, but it seems like majority of 4th of July, it's like overcast and like, or sprinkly, which is good to keep things from burning down, but you know, just turn your garden hose on. Have it set by the ready. So it's actually quite clear. We should be able to actually see the fireworks. All right, I'm going to move on to Taurus. Taurus, this is for the week ahead, the 6th through to the 12th for the sign of Taurus. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross-watch for somebody you were dealing with. Whoop. No clarifications. This is a general reading. Interesting. Interesting. All righty. Cat just knocked over the cat food when the big boom hit. Anyway, Taurus, overall energy for this upcoming week. We have number 33, door to romance, pertaining to number 14, message of concern in the reverse, which tells me that there's no red flags. There's no concern when it comes to this. There's no second guessing it. The message, so messages in any respect could pertain to spirit message and some, or intuitive message, like, oh, something's off. But when we're talking about the reverse, there's no concern. This is like, I heard free love, but it's like a feeling, a free feeling of love. It's true romance coming through for you. We have the 7 of coins, which tells me that this is from seeds that you've planted finally coming to fruition. The seeds you're had planted in the past are starting to blossom. Energetic seeds, I will say. It could be pertaining to a Queen of Cups, specifically Cancer, but it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You are possibly dealing with a water sign and or somebody who's embodying this energy. I definitely feel like this could also pertain to the fact that maybe you've been embodying your energetic, emotional side more so. And then we have a 9 of Cups. Wow, the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment and emotional sovereignty. It's interesting. We've got the door to romance pertaining to a water sign, Taurus. This is seeds that you've planted that are finally coming, like Midas touch kind of energy when it pertains to your romantic, emotional life. And the 9 of Cups, this is wish fulfillment. This is bliss, is what it feels like. Underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. Number 9, broken heart. So there could have been some, well, I'm not going to say could have been. There was something where you were healing or mending a broken heart from time past. This is not recent. Even if you went through something recent, it's somehow tied to this energy. It's pertaining to number 39, community. It almost feels as though this mending of the broken heart, I'm getting that saying, it takes a village. And I know normally it's like talking about raising a child or something, but maybe it's talking about growing your inner child. But more than anything, it feels like there's been a lot of lessons and healing and growth coming through your community. Now, whether it was lessons that you're learning by example, you're watching other people, or it's just advice that you were given. I definitely feel like there's something pertaining to the community, your community, which again could be work, could be friends, could be your neighbors, that has assisted in this healing process. And again, it's underlying. So I don't feel necessarily like it was you having a conversation and then getting it and being like, okay, I'm all better. It feels like it's been some kind of a gradual shift. We have an 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands tells me that whatever things that the community assisted with in whatever energetic way, it's almost feels like it's all flooding in to assist or help you. Give me an example. It's almost as if, let's say somebody gives you advice and you're like, oh yeah, great advice. And then you forget about it because words don't teach. And then you're in a situation and that advice like dings in your head and it plays out when you use the advice in that instant. And it's like, oh my gosh, like that totally worked. That was amazing. Like that person, I remember hearing this or doing, it's something along those lines. Like it's almost like this all comes in at once. So there's definitely a healing that's taken place. It feels like some form of an ascension when it comes to your emotional maturity. But this isn't like waiting for the other shoe to drop. There's no concern here. And again, if it's not specifically a water sign, it's going to be somebody who is highly emotional. I also feel like it's almost like you've become whole when it comes to the heart chakra energy. Interesting. We have number 16, February. The reason I find this interesting is because it reminds me of Valentine's Day, especially with a cute little pink rose. There could have been something that transpired last February, and or this is just maybe the person you're dealing with's birthday is in February. There's something that's going to pertain to February. I don't feel as though this has anything to do with this coming up February unless you already have a date planned or, well, now I heard signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. I don't know who sings that. For some of you, could be setting a date. Okay, we have 2 cards for you. Revenge. I'm looking to damage you in retaliation for perceived wrongs. And great news. I have something amazing to share with you. It's interesting. For some of you, the heartbreak or the broken heart in your underlying is pertaining to the revenge, whether it was you seeking revenge on another or vice versa. But I feel like the great news to share is this shift, this door to romance, this moving past whatever. I feel like the revenge is old energy. It like been there, done that kind of energy. So I'm going to shuffle and we will move on to Gemini. Oop, wrong deck. Hi, Mikey B. Happy 4th of July to you. I know not everybody celebrates it. I think it's only a United States thing. So, happy Friday. That's what I should say. Happy Friday. Because I know not everybody lives in the United States. I don't think it's Stevie Wonder. In fact, I 100% guarantee it's not Stevie Wonder because the voice in my head is not Stevie Wonder. No, it's not. Don't argue with me, Sean. You're not going to win. And if I wasn't using my laptop and my phone, I would totally Google it right now. Stevie Wonder might have sang a song of that at some point. That is not the one in my head. That is not the voice. I know Stevie Wonder's voice. And why are you trying to bet? Or are you... Sean, you're so nice. You're going to give me $100? Thank you. Go ahead. Don't do it on here because they take such a large cut. Go ahead and just send it via PayPal or Venmo. You're so sweet. Oh. Vicky, do your magic. Force him to give me $100 because he's wrong. That's not who I hear in my head. I'm telling you. I don't care if he sang it at some point. Somebody had to have done another version of it. Because it's not him. It's signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. That was totally out of key. But Vicky doesn't have the power to delete messages and that you never sent to begin with. That's LeAnn. All right, Gemini. Gemini, the week ahead, the 6th through to the 12th. Oh, crap. I got to write the timestamp down. 6th through the 12th for Gemini. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch our other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross-watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate you. I just realized this is not. There we go. Gemini, week ahead. Happy Friday. Happy 4th of July if you are celebrating. How does that sound? Nice, Gemini. Well, okay. Gemini, overall energy for this upcoming week. No, it feels like 60s, 70s. And maybe it is Justin Timberlake. No. Did a lot of people sing that song? All right, let me get through Gemini and then we'll, in the shuffling, I'll start figuring that out. So, Gemini, overall energy, number 27, walking away. Pertaining to number 19, coffin. So I feel like there's a situation that you're done with. Coffin is like the death card. It is transmutation, ending leading to a new beginning. And it's not Stevie Wonder. There's something that you're in the energy of moving away from. What I like is the 5 of coins, because if you're energetically done with this, transmuting this energy of feeling less than, lacking confidence, feeling left out in the cold, the 5 of coins is in essence financial and energetic lack. And you're manifesting it by being in that energy. You're creating it from beliefs, thoughts, emotions, things of that nature, which in essence is what's creating your energy. But the 5 of coins is what you're walking away from. You're walking away. You're putting an end to that energy. You're transmuting it into what? The Hermit, Virgo energy. This is about really, truly getting in tune with your higher spiritual self. This is self-discovery and understanding. And when we go within, we don't just understand, I'm spirit having a human experience and I am of the light and I create my own reality. No, that's part of it. We start uncovering and bringing into our awareness these untruths, these programs, that starts coming into awareness. Once that comes into awareness, the rest is cake. It's like dropping all that crap off. But the Hermit is really truly figuring out what you're passionate about, what your north node is, your destiny, your fate, your true self. And then we get the 9 of coins. Not only is it wish fulfillment, but you've literally transmuted negative, financial, scarcity, drainage, fear into wish fulfillment and being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Not only are you enjoying the fruits of the labor of your spiritual work, I don't like to call it work, but your spiritual peeling of the false self, but this is a form of financial windfall coming in for you this next week. Underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. I'm now getting the song, it's something dragons, thunder, feel the thunder and the lightning. That could be something to listen to, Gemini. Number 14, carrying connection. Pertaining to number 24, thief. So I feel as though the caring connection pertaining to thief feels energetically draining or emotionally draining. It's like stealing of energy, it feels. We have an Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is very fast moving. It could be communication. They say sometimes. I don't necessarily feel that. I feel like it's passion, drive, desire, coming in seemingly out of nowhere with the Nine of Cups, which Nine of Cups, another wish fulfillment, but it's also emotional sovereignty. And if you have somebody's energy really coming in at you, and a choice to, I don't want to say, well, I heard deflect, but to not absorb it, take it on as your own, but to be emotionally sovereign, meaning that you're almost the witness to the 3D connection as opposed to being in it, right? And then we have the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy, which talks to me about rebirth, new beginnings. It is prosperity, abundance, creativity. But I feel in essence, when you emotionally detach, not just from caring connection, whoever this might be for you, but in general, other people, places, and situation, that's when you are reborn. That's when your transmutation takes place. It's an energetic release. So, Gemini, number 34, you have the power to create the timing by taking action. Not all action is physical in the 3D. The majority of it is internal shifts. Gift. I offer something from the heart, an unexpected blessing to brighten your path. Nice. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot, Gemini. Back to the chat. Okay. Yes, that's the Imagine Dragons. You are true, Sean. You do have the wrong chromosome to be right. Ooh, excited for your trip. I'll tell you what, when we're done here, I gotta write it down or I'll forget. I will look it up and then I will message it to you because you're wrong. And then I will just go ahead and wait for that $100 in my... I'm just kidding. You don't have to give me $100. You don't have to pay me to always be right. Although I will tell you, I may not always be right, but I am never wrong. I want to say, I don't know if it's a woman or not. I've got to look it up, which I'm going to do in like 2 seconds. 1, 2. Well, I'm going to have to look at Peter Frampton singing it. Okay, I've wasted enough time. I'm going to have to hear Peter Frampton. If you're right, I will let you know. Boom. All right, Cancer. Cancer, the week ahead, the 6th through to the 12th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross-watch for somebody that you're dealing with. Cancer. Trouble in paradise, Cancer. Trouble in paradise. In your underlying energy anyway. Boom. Maybe that was the boom. That was the boom. Okay. Okay, I'm getting... is it a take a good look around? Put a little love in your heart, and the world would be a better place. Is that Stevie Wonder too? I'm just kidding. Oakley dokley, Cancer. Overall energy is number 50, Angel of Strength, pertaining to number 16, Thoughts, and number 19, Coffin. Standing in your power when it comes to a transition or a shift or change that's taking place. I feel like this is, when we're talking about thoughts and feeling, for a lot of you, I feel like you are leaving a situation and or putting an end to a situation. I feel like when it comes to the thoughts, it's pertaining possibly to another person, whether it's a relationship or a boss or family or whatever. It just feels very much like standing your ground kind of energy. And with the Coffin, again, we're talking about an ending taking place. We have a King of Coins. You could be dealing with a Virgo specifically, but it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is grounded, stable energy, somebody who is financially well-to-do, if you will. They like the finer things in life. So if you're not specifically dealing with an earth sign, it would be somebody who embodies that. Again, that also could pertain to your stability, your security, pertaining to job, things of that nature. With the Hermit, Virgo energy, well, we've got Virgo out twice now. So you definitely could be dealing with a Virgo, but the Hermit is talking about needing to go within and figure out your truth. Well, I heard self-acceptance, which is interesting. It's also to really figure out who you are apart from people, places, and situations, apart from the programming from childhood. It's about truly figuring out what you're passionate about and your higher spiritual self. Then we have the Fool card. Aries, Aquarius energy. This is a new cycle beginning, taking a leap of faith, moving towards a wish fulfillment, if you will. Okay, now I'm getting, wow. Ain't no mountain. Is it ain't no mountain high Whatever, I'm getting the beginning part, but it's ain't no mountain high enough to keep me from getting to you. I almost feel like I'm hearing a soundtrack in my head. Like, underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 10, storm warning, pertaining to number 3, marriage. So there's something pertaining to storm warning means that there's trouble in paradise, in essence, when it comes to a relationship, a marriage, a union of sorts. It could be with that King of Coins, although it doesn't necessarily have to be. The Two of Coins is telling me that it's energetically and emotionally draining and that you've been juggling for far too long. But what I feel like you've been juggling is kind of, should I stay or should I go now? The energy of, it's almost like your intuition and your higher self has a calling for you. You're being called. You're being called to move in a direction. But the ego 3D self is also holding on to you. We have the Sun card. Leo energy. It almost feels, especially looking at this card, that there is going to be a separation because energetically you and another are no longer on the same wavelength. So as far as, and this might not be for everybody, take it how it resonates. I feel like this is talking about the ending of a union, a relationship, a marriage. You're being called in a new direction. And it doesn't feel like it, at least on your part, has to be ill or icky, but just a spiritual awareness. Like once you go within and really truly understand that, people aren't always meant to be forever. Sometimes it's a season. Sometimes, whatever the case is. We have bad news. Good Lord. Unfortunately, there's something difficult I need to share with you. This could be you speaking to somebody else and or vice versa. Dishonesty. I will withhold information from you for my own benefit. So I just want to put this out there that it could be lying by omission. Or if you're breaking the news to somebody and you're like, it's not you, it's me. Like, instead of, look, this might sound crazy to you, but energetically, I just don't feel like we're in the same place and I'm being called in a new direction. Whatever. Number 41, next couple of years. Oh gosh, I hope it doesn't take that long for you. This next week is when things really start coming to an understanding and awareness, but not everybody's ready to pull the plug at that point. Spiritual awakenings and understanding of selves don't happen necessarily overnight. They can, but they don't necessarily happen that quickly. So it could be a drawn out experience of you shifting and changing and growing, ascending, and day by day realizing this person just isn't going with you and they're not ready. They're not meant to. So that is what I have for you, Cancer, for the week. I am going to go ahead and shuffle and head into Leo and the chat. A lot of people actually. How would you know what to learn if you only learned the things you thought you needed to know? Well, it's interesting because normally if you stay open, one thing will lead to another, to lead to another, to lead to another. So as you open the page to learn something and you're diving into learning it and something else piques your interest, you can expand it. Now, there are people who are like, I'm just going to learn this one thing and not listen to the intuitive hits of piquing my interest to go down this rabbit hole or that rabbit hole. It's like focused to somebody's detriment as opposed to being, excuse me, open. But I don't know. I don't know if that answered your question or if that was even a real question. I disagree with that if it's coming from that direction, because your intuition will lead and guide you to what piques your interest. That's like your telling, your sign that something is in essence for you, is when it intrigues you or interests you. So like, I don't find it intriguing or interesting to learn how to I don't know, dismantle a motor in a vehicle or how to fix it. If I found it interesting and intriguing, I would go and learn about it. But that would be one thing where I'm like, why would I need to learn that? It doesn't interest me. I have zero desire to work on car engines. You know what I mean? So anyway, Leo. And life experience will lead you in certain directions. Well, the real answer to reading and math would be, because in this 3D world that we live in, those are the tools that we use. And so it is important to learn how to read, write, and do a certain amount of math anyways, to function in this 3D reality. But other things like their version of history and things of that nature, not so much. Not so much. But anyway. All right. Leo. Week ahead, the 6th through to the 12th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross-watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Leo, the week ahead. We have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. I don't know why Metatron kept going into my head. And it's pertaining to number 36. And it's pertaining to number 33, concern. This is your, more or less, it feels more like creativity and intimacy. There's a concern. So, okay. Something, and I'm seeing calla lilies. So do what you will with that. It feels very much like the creativity aspect is it almost feels like writer's block. But it doesn't have to necessarily be that you're a writer, but that's the idea. There's some kind of, it's kind of like, well, if you think about writer's block in any aspect of your life. So let's say you're a painter or a musician or, a foodie person that creates meals or whatever it is that you do. I feel like it's kind of like I have no energy or ideas. Something's lacking, a feeling of roadblock or something's lacking. We have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is union, of course, but it's also like the templed path. And we have the Six of Wands, which sixes are balance. But this is some form of recognition. Sometimes it's public recognition. But then we come to the Ace of Coins in the reverse. So there's something, for some of you, this might not even pertain to like an actual union. It also does talk about being on your templed path. But the Six of Wands is recognition that there's something that you're not receiving or open to receiving. The Ace of Coins is opportunity, finances, and we're not open to receive it. We're not taking it. We're not receiving it. Therefore, again, I feel like there's a block or something that's being withheld. I feel two things. A, that this is meant to transpire for you to become aware of it, like it's happening in the 3D for your awareness. And it's some kind of block. It could pertain to a union of sorts, but I don't feel like it's like a marriage or anything. It feels like a block, and it could be, take it how it resonates. But this feels like there's something. Well, I keep hearing writer's block, and then, give me the word. It's, boom. It's like imposter syndrome. There could have been some kind of an event or something that transpired, and there was, I don't know if like you were put on the spot. Like I'm feeling almost like, let's say I go to speak at some thing, right? And I get up there and my nerves are just got the best of me. And immediately I'm like, I shouldn't even be here. Like, what was I thinking? It's almost like there's something that transpired that has shifted, or it feels like a lack of self-confidence, imposter syndrome, something to that extent. A very kind of direct message. This could be just for one person. Underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. Number 48, Angel of Balance. And it's pertaining to number 16, Thoughts, which tells me that I feel like you're attempting to balance out that energy. The fear, the stress, the anxiety, the feeling like lacking or not good enough, not worthy enough, not brilliant enough, not creative enough, because you're holding something back. We have a Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. It's bringing in epiphany, clarity, truth with the Justice card, which is Libra energy. This is all about balance. And the Nine of Wands, which is chironic wounding. This is the energy of burdens, things from past that are telling you you're not good enough, things that are keeping you from fulfilling your dreams and desires. I feel like you're becoming aware of this in your underlying energy, meaning that epiphanies, and all of a sudden out of the blue, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I remember when I was 5 and was in the talent show and forgot my words and everybody laughed at me. Like whatever situation transpired that now when you, as an adult, maybe you didn't even remember, go in front of a stage, all that fear, stress, and anxiety comes back because it was something that we never moved through or let go of. It's holding you back. This is number 43, next couple of months, and unfriendly. Keep your guard up. We aren't friends, and I may have a hostile attitude. Interesting. Maybe it just took one person making some comment about you that put you in a tailspin. All right, I'm going to shuffle and move on to Virgo. I feel like you're overthinking it, Sean. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Happy Friday. Oh my gosh. I just saw Be Kind, Rewind. Be Kind, Rewind. Was that like Blockbuster? Rewind. Okay, Virgo. Virgo, the week ahead, the 6th through to the 12th. I do give my feeling on the card, along with any channel messages that come my way. So always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Virgo. Virgo. Itchy nose. Virgo, overall energy of your upcoming week. We have number 16, patience, divine timing is at play. It also talks about not overindulging, as well as number 46, the thinking man. Don't overindulge, don't overthink, don't overanalyze. It's pertaining to number 35, pathway in the reverse. Things are happening in divine timing, so don't stress because a door has not opened yet, or that the shift or change hasn't happened in the time that your mental mind ego thinks that it should have. We have the house of God, Scorpio, Aries energy. This is telling me that there is going to be a major shift and change taking place unexpectedly in divine timing. The Four of Wands pertaining to your templed path also could pertain to a union or something that came that the Tower card talks about things that weren't built on a steady foundation crumbling. So it could pertain to a union of past or one that's coming apart. We have the Three of Coins. The Three of Coins is talking about collaboration working well with others, as well as following your creative juices, your creativity, doing what it is that you love to do. Again, there's some major shift and change that took place pertaining to your templed path, as well as some form of a union. Union could be a lot of things, doesn't have to be a marriage. Could be a shift and change, major life-changing situation in any aspect. But again, this is happening this upcoming week. This isn't really feel like something that already happened. It could pertain to something that, whatever, you understand. There's a need to really focus more on your creative endeavors and working with others. Good, bad, or indifferent. Underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 35, first chakra, Archangel Michael. This is stability and security. It's pertaining to number 20 house. If you've been watching me long enough, you know that house to me is the mind. And the first chakra is fight or flight, stability, security, fear, stress, anxiety. Now, it could be that you're in this energy. It's underlying, meaning that so underlying is kind of like we're not consciously necessarily aware of it. It's kind of like when somebody's in the mindset of lack, they're not aware that going to the grocery store and being like, $8 for eggs? How expensive? That's a lack mindset. And normally when people spew that out, it's like they don't even think that they're saying it. They don't realize they're saying it. That one was loud. So this feels very much like we're in an energy of lack on some level mentally. There's something that needs to be cleared out. We have the Knight of Wands. Passion, drive, desire, forward momentum, taking action. Eight of Wands. Very quickly, coming in seemingly out of nowhere. Quick to respond, quick to react. The Ace of Wands. Again, a brand new passionate beginning. It's magic, it's drive, it's desire, it's action, forward momentum, very fiery energy. And then we have the Eight of Coins. Putting forth the work, energy, and effort. There's a few things here. I feel like it's good to go after the passion, drive, desire, the forward momentum, the taking action, the creative juices, if you will, flowing. With the Three of Coins, I feel like this is more tied to that. Putting forth the work, energy, and effort. I feel like what might be holding you back is a smidgy of fear and fight or flight kind of energy. It's kind of like, okay, I am becoming an artist and I'm painting and nobody's bought any of my paintings. And so should I just throw the towel in? Like, nothing's happening. I haven't made it big yet. Nobody's bought a painting. It's saying, get out of that. Fear, stress, anxiety. No, be more grounded, stable, secure. Know that everything's always working out for your best and highest good. It's taking place in divine timing. Keep moving forward with passion, drive, desire, forward momentum, magic. Put forth the work, energy, and effort. But it doesn't mean force it. Like, okay, what do I need to do now to fix this? There's nothing broken. There's no fixing. If you receive a intuitively guided idea, like, oh, maybe I should, go to that farmer's market and put it on display randomly out of nowhere, that is your intuition talking. when you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't sold anything yet. What am I going to do? Think, brainstorm. Oh, I'm going to go to every farmer's market. That's not intuition. That's you trying to force and control. So it's time to move forward. Reconnection. I know it's been a while, but I miss having you in my life. That's interesting. It's time to move forward. If this is a person, I feel like whomever it is, if you're saying this to somebody and somebody's saying, I feel like it's time to move on. All right, I'm going to shuffle, read the chat, especially find out who's going to squeal on Sean and tell me what he redacted. What naughty message did he say that he took away? I'm going to shuffle and then we'll move on to Libra. Ooh, I'm barbecuing chicken, corn, with mac salad, potato salad, and potato chips with Uncle Dan's ranch dressing. Because it's America. It's America time. That's what you do on the 4th of July. You barbecue for America. And you blow shit up. And I am doing D, all of the above. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, great, LeAnn. What if it was something naughty, like really naughty? And you're not like laying the smack hammer down on him. Not putting him in timeout. It was a comment about the boom when you mentioned egg prices, but I figured you wouldn't understand after the fact. Oh my gosh. Typical Libra, always thinking. Yeah, first warning, Sean. You're on a short leash. Just kidding. I've been chatting so much, I'm like dragging the reading on. I'm sure you wouldn't sat anything bad. I'm more worried about what you might say. Ooh, it's stuck to my hand. Alrighty. Libra. One of these. Libra, we have made it to the halfway mark. Libra, the week ahead, the 6th through to the 12th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch other placements, sun, moon, rising, itchy nose, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you're dealing with. Thank you for joining me on this Friday. Happy 4th of July. All righty. One more. Ooh, really? Urgh. Libra, overall energy for this upcoming week. We have number 29, the World. It is time to celebrate. There's an ending of a cycle. You could also be getting some kind of heightened understanding or awareness, clarity pertaining to number 31, bad health. So if you're in a cycle with bad health, I like to explain bad health because normally you hear that and you're like, I'm not, I don't have cancer, or, my health isn't bad. But bad health is a lot of things. It's a mental prison. It is that constant, kink in the neck, the low energy, the mental cloudiness, that like it can be so many different things. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it could be extreme as well. But we're talking about a time to celebrate because we're ending a cycle pertaining to your health issues, whatever they may be. We have the sun card. The sun will come out tomorrow. Do 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 do. La la la. Anyway, Leo energy on the sun. This is the happiest card in the deck. It is happiness, joy, success, abundance, prosperity, and creativity. Wow. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, Sag. I feel like you are finding your happy place, and that not only that, you have a windfall coming in of sorts. Also, a tremendous amount of progress being made seemingly out of nowhere. Like, flip the script. You've ended a cycle. Let's celebrate. Celebrate. There's a freaking gnat right there. You might not see it on camera. I seen it out of my peripheral. Queen of Swords. Libra, this is you. 100% in your energy. Showing up. Strong. In your power. Definitely this next week is so far best reading. Number 53 in your underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. The Magician and the Mirror. Alchemy. This tells me that you are not only creating, you're aware of it. Things are really, I heard the veil is thin. So you're aware that things that are happening outside of you are a direct correlation of what's going on internally. It is pertaining to a main male. So there could be somebody in your life that is mirroring things back to you. And it would be a main male. So it could be a friend, a boss, a lover, fill in the blank. It's anybody. Most likely, it's normally the first person that pops into your head when I say main male. Nine of Swords. You know what I like about the Nine of Swords, if I'm going to like anything, is that we're almost to the 10. This is a self-imposed prison. I feel like that is where there might have been health issues. I also understand that that is what you are being reflected back to you. So let me give an example. Let's say you have somebody in your life, specifically a main male, that is like, oh, my back. Oh, I think I'm getting sick. Oh, it's like they're reflecting something back to you. And it like the light bulb. It's like, oh, I do that. Oh, I'm that way. And it doesn't have to be health. I'm just giving a scenario because it's not normally tit for tat. It'd be like somebody constantly feeling down, like energy suck kind of down, and you realize, oh, they're reflecting to me that I'm always feeling down, like meaning my back hurts all the time, so I can't seem to get going and do things. Or my mental state has been that of depression or lack or whatever the case is. There's somebody or something that you're becoming aware, they've been reflecting back to you. Once you become aware, you can kick this self-imprisonment to the curb. And with the Three of Wands is kind of like waiting for your ships to come in. It's opportunity coming in for you. Frankly, I feel like the opportunity comes in when we become aware and kick it to the curb. Kick the self-imposed prison, the limiting mindset. When we, in essence, graduate, ascend to the next level, take our power back as opposed to letting our ego mind and other people, places, and situations absorb our power around us, right? beautiful reading. I definitely feel like you're getting out of your headspace, or at least the clarity is coming through for you to do so. I feel like that's when your ships come in, your opportunity. What I will say is when you're looking for something, it means immediately that energetically you don't have it. Therefore, the more you seek, the more you're going to continue to seek. So Libra, number 54, it's happening now. Well, it ain't wait until next week. It's already started. God, I can't make this shit up, man. Growth. I will ignite a spark inside you, inspiring greater depth of expansion. Main male. Growth. Okay. Shuffling and moving right along. Uh-oh, I'm getting white snake. Here we go again on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. My driver's at work. Sounds like my driver's at work. Boom. Good gravy. Like, why don't you save it for the nighttime when you can actually see them? And the rocket's red. Sorry. The bomb's bursting in air. It's hard to imagine that I did like 4 years of choir in school. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Subscribing. You know, all that stuff. Da-na-na-na-na. And if you haven't hit the like button yet, hit it now. Why not? Vicky, are you even still here? Oh, it's amazing when you finally see the lyrics to songs and realize you've been singing it wrong the whole time. Happens a lot. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio. Week ahead, Scorpio. 6th through to the 12th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Holy crap, I just saw something that is going to be just mind-blowing, but you're going to have to wait. You're just going to have to wait it out. Something's going on, Scorpio. What is that song? Dun, 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 dun. I think it's The Office. The movie The Office? Maybe that means something to you. Maybe you watch The Office. Do, 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 do. I don't know. Take that for however you so choose to. Okay. Scorpio, overall energy, number 20, envy. So, let me just say, which goes for everybody, but normally when energy is a little bit like, ooh, I like to explain. I'm reading this as if it's your energy because it's your reading. If you hear this reading and you're like, that sounds like so-and-so, not me, consider it a cross-watch reading. However, I will say a lot of times we like to think it's other people, but they're just reflecting our energy back to us. But take it how it resonates. Scorpio. Envy, jealousy, not being appreciative of what you have, but looking at what everybody else has. And number 23, courthouse. So there's something a judgment that maybe didn't go your way. It could be a divorce. It could be some kind of, okay, possibly a divorce, separation, estate situation. Think of anything that, and yes, I feel like for the majority, this is a court matter, something legal. But it could even just be, let's say it was between you and Joe Schmo who was going to get the bonus and get bumped up. And you're like, it's going to totally be me because I'm like the best thing since sliced bread and a bag of chips on the side with a fried pickle, dill preferably. But you don't get it. The other person gets it. So it could be some kind of a final judgment where it's left you feeling like, what the F? And jealous, envious, which doesn't look good on anybody. I'm just going to throw that out there. We have the Two of Swords. Unwilling and unable to make a choice or a decision. When you don't make a choice or a decision, in essence, you're making a choice and a decision. I also feel like you are blinded from the truth, from the true, not your truth, not their truth, but the energetic truth. It's as if you're shut off to understanding. It's for some of you, you are arguing for your own limitations, which is interesting that I got that. We have the Five of Swords. Conflict, drama, chaos, talking bad about other people, talking bad about your own self with other people. So it's arguing, fighting, drama, chaos, shit talking, And then we have a Child of Coins. This is talking about well, first of all, it's incredibly immature energy because it's a Child of Coins. So, but this is something very small coming in, something that has taken quite some time to receive. If this is pertaining to a judgment, you got something, but it wasn't a lot. It wasn't what you deemed to be worthy of you. Interesting. I'm going to tie it together here in a minute. Let's get to the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 32, Door to Spirit, pertaining to number 7, Message. I feel like you're receiving guidance, intuition. For some of you, your spiritual gifts are being heightened at this time. I feel like what you're also understanding is the 7 of Coins. I heard it's karma, bitch, which is interesting because normally it's karma's a bitch, but I'm hearing it is karma, bitch. So I'm sorry. Like, I have to laugh sometimes because a lot of these things, it's stuff I wouldn't say, and I get these messages and I have to relay them because it's what I'm meant to do. So it makes me giggle. I'm not trying to laugh at your pain or your suffering. The 7 of Coins is the seeds that you've planted and they're coming to fruition. And so now I'm getting Elvis Presley. It's now or never, which tells me that there's a need for you to wake up and understand that energetically what you put down is what you're going to get back. With the Hermit card, Virgo energy, you're being called to go within, to truly step into that awareness of self, spirit, and that the world isn't out to get you. You're out to get you. You're in you create your own reality. I'm sorry, it's not funny. I mean, it is, because technically you can switch it and change it whenever you want. But whatever. The point being is you're envious and jealous because something didn't go your way and you are on some form of a high horse or think that you are whatever. But you got exactly what you gave. So I don't know if you were talking bad about people. I don't know if you just like to fight and argue. I definitely feel like there's a need to receive some form of clarity and truth and understanding. And the best way to do that, I would say, is to start meditating if you don't already, and truly detach yourself from the 3D ego energy in order to, even if for 30 minutes a day, just sit with yourself and really understand who you truly are, what you truly are. The energy you're putting out is the same as you're receiving back. So, I mean, and you did get some, whatever. All right. This is what I found super freaking amazing as I was pulling the cards. You got number 24, October. And on the bottom is number 25, November. I don't have to tell you what month you were born in. But it was one of them. Because Scorpio is the end of October into November. I find this hugely interesting. It also could correlate with your birthday. It could be upcoming, something that's going to transpire, or something from past. It definitely could correlate with these months, October, November. But I find it mind-blowing that you get October and the bottom of the deck is November. I mean, we're talking about your birthday. So, you also got goodbye. The moment has come to part ways. Our paths are diverging and it's time to let go. For some of you, this is literally a divorce or the ending of a partnership, a friendship, a family ship. Like something is over. It's done. And I don't know. Could be the energy that's being put out. So I'm going to shuffle and we will move on to Sagittarius. What's a TV show? Did I say a movie? All right, Captain Correcty Pants. We should just call him Know-It-All. But the name is fitting. Karmic Critique. Critique. Don't forget to look in the mirror. I'm just kidding. Oh. La 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 la. You know whose song that is? That's LeAnn's song. I have decided that LeAnn's song is the Smurf song. Where is Vicky? Did Vicky leave? I feel like Vicky is very helpful when it comes to working with Sean. Just Ooh. I think she left. All right, last shuffle. We only have Sag, Cappy, Aquarius, and Pisces. No, I don't think Vicky gets scared. Okay, Sagittarius. Where are we at? Sagittarius. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Sagittarius, this is for the week ahead, which would be the 6th through to the 12th. What do we got? Okay, it's interesting. Very interesting. I'm seeing, I want to say it's called Police Academy. And I don't know if it's a song I meant to see or understand. But I'm seeing Police Academy, the movie, one of them. There's like 100 of them. And it's where the two Police Academy kids end up going to, I think it's a gay bar or something, and it's dun 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 dun, dun is the song, but they're like dun 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 dun. I don't know. Maybe you're meant to watch Police Academy. Go check it out. It's a message for you, not for me. Okay. Alrighty. Saggy. Overall energy. We have number 3, blossoming abundance, pertaining to number 21, family room. Lovely energy. I feel like there's blessings abound. Family room could be your home. It could be literally family, like, something transpiring from home. But blossoming abundance, yes, is like finances and things in the 3D. But I also feel like it's an energy. And once we're sat in that energy of abundance and feeling like things are really happening, really amazing, really, feeling the energy of abundance, it starts trickling in all aspects of our life. We have the 2 of Swords. Maybe it's because you made a choice. 2 of Swords in the reverse is what I should have said, which means your mind's made up, you're focused, and you're ready to go. We have a Queen of Coins, Virgo energy. Could be dealing with a Virgo and or have this in your chart. It also could pertain to just the energy of being grounded, stable, feels very Midas touch, abundance, prosperity. I heard little Betty Homemaker. I don't know. But this is also the energy of somebody who is in essence well off. They like to buy the finer things in life. We have the 4 of Swords. I'm literally not getting anything. That is interesting. It makes sense, though. So the 4 of Swords is rest and rejuvenation. It's meditation. It's allowing for truth and clarity to come in. And literally, when I looked at this card, everything went silent. Like, silence. Wow. And it makes far more sense as well because we have the Child of Swords, which tells me that you're going to receive guidance, intuitive messages, things of that nature during meditation to quiet your mind in order to receive. Well, I heard the next hit. So I feel like that's the next idea, the next step, if you will. Interesting. I also feel like you need to make sure that you're grounding yourself before you go into meditation. Wow. Underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 43, man holding a coin. Now, this could pertain to a person, but I feel more, again, like this is you being grounded, stable, and feeling abundant. When we think about abundance in a positive light, like feeling abundant, we bring it about. It's pertaining to number 35, pathway, transformative pathway. I feel as though you are opening up new avenues. And again, the only thing I feel like you're really being told is to go into meditation and quiet your mind and listen, and you will receive the guidance. For some of you, there is somebody coming in that is bringing in some form of opportunity and abundance. But I feel more than anything, this is your energy. We have the Strength card, Leo energy, which talks about being in your power. And I feel like you are definitely powerful this week, at least this week. We have number 14, next winter. So whatever's transpiring this week could play out over the next coming months. Next winter is literally, I don't know, however many months away it is. And then we have collaborate. We are aligned in our purpose. Let's combine forces and help each other succeed. So again, you could have somebody coming in that maybe you're collaborating with, working together with. But again, I feel more like this is your energy. We also have career. I'm concentrating on my career and focused on advancing no matter what it takes. That's the Two of Swords in the reverse. I've got my focus and I'm moving forward. Beautiful, Sag. I'm going to shuffle and move on to Capricorn. Capricorn. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Yeah, Blue Oyster. That's from the movie. But what was this song? I don't remember. I do sometimes. For some reason, it's normally when you're not here. And then I complain that you're not here. El Bimbo is the name of the song, or are you calling me El Bimbo? Oh. It is Capricorn, then Aquarius, and then Pisces. Three more to do. Don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate you. Subscribe. Donate. Just kidding. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. Last shuffly, and then we are doing the crappy corn. Because every time I say crappy corn, the song pops into my head that we decided was probably inappropriate. The old, I don't think it's even a nursery rhyme, is it? Jimmy Crappy Corn and I don't care. Anyway, all right. Capricorn. Week ahead, the 6th through to the 12th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or crosswatch for somebody that you are dealing with. All Well, isn't that interesting? Oh, thank you, Sean. You didn't have to. I was just messing around. I was just messing with Che. Itchy nose. Okay. I totally didn't even pull any cards. I'm like... Capricorn, overall energy. Number 3, blossoming abundance. Pertaining to number 10, journey. So this feels more like we're talking about a new cycle beginning. But this also in the 3D physical could reflect you taking a trip, a vacation, a journey. For some of you, it could be pertaining to work. So take that how it resonates. We have an 8 of coins. The 8 of coins is all about putting forth the work, energy, and effort towards the hanged man, Pisces energy, a new perspective. You're putting forth the work, energy, and effort to see things from a different perspective, which change the way you look at something, and you will change your life. You will literally change what it is that you're looking at. It's all about perception and perspective. And then we have the Fool card. Taking a leap of faith, Aries, Aquarius energy, moving in a new direction, a new cycle beginning. So you put forth the work, energy, and effort in order to see things differently, gain a new perspective, and that is allowing you to have a new beginning. But I also feel like gaining a new perspective on taking a new step, a new avenue, a new leap of faith, and a new direction. Underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 46, the thinking man. And it is pertaining to number 5, mature man. Honestly, this is either you thinking of somebody and or somebody thinking of you. It could even be your energy with the World card. In this card, it talks about ascension again and ending an old cycle, growing. Ascension really is what it feels like. We do have a 10 of coins. The 10 of coins is stability, security, financial abundance. The Hierophant, Taurus energy, which is a higher level of commitment. The 4 of Wands, which could be marriage, union, also your temple path. And the Ace of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. A brand new emotional experience. I'm going to say that there is somebody that is most likely in your energetic field, somebody that's close to you, that you are thinking of, they're thinking of you, take it how it resonates. This is somebody who is wise. The fact that we have a journey and this feels very otherworldly. This could be somebody who's traveled the world. It also feels like somebody who is allowing you to gain a new perspective. In essence, just being in their energy, it's almost feeling like, I heard intrigued and expansion. I feel like there is a major shift and change taking place in your life. You are starting a new cycle, blossoming abundance, not just financially and things of that nature, but in knowledge and spiritual growth. The 10 of Cups is, again, this person it's about long-term and stability and security. I feel like this is talking about them wanting a higher level of commitment with you, marriage, union, a brand new emotional experience. I feel like this is very cut and dry. Let's get the other cards for you. We have apathetic. I prefer to remain focused on my own life right now. Whew, is that you or somebody you're dealing with? Number 13, next summer. Number 12, next fall. Number 18, April. And number 20, June. These almost feel like stepping stones. Something that could have started in April. You had another, I don't know if I want to call it a major event, but something notable. Like, let's say April, you meet somebody and there's really, whatever, you just met this person. And then in June, there was maybe a hint of flirting. And you were like, oh, that's sweet, whatever. But nothing. And then next fall comes around and you're at the company Christmas party. And it's like, gosh, I'm having a conversation. They're like really smart. They're really worldly. They're very like, wow, I didn't realize this person was like this, that, and the other. And then by next summer, you're getting married. It feels very stepping stone to me. Like this is talking about, and it could be different for everybody. This is a general. So next fall you meet them. Then next April is when that happens. Next June is when that happens. And next summer is, whatever. So take it how it resonates. Because right now you could be putting forth that work, energy, and effort. And it hasn't matured to the point of, if you understand what I'm saying. Good gravy. 2 more signs. And then I bet you in 2 more signs, everybody's going to take a break from fireworks for like till 9 o'clock tonight. I'm just saying. Like once I'm not live, they'll be like, whoa. People spend money around here. I mean, thousands of dollars, because there comes a point when that's all you hear coming from every area and the whole sky's lit up. LeAnn. Oh my goodness. I feel like I might not do super chats today because of the crazy fireworks, but I will if it happens. I'm just saying. We have Aquarius, Pisces, and possibly a super chat. I am like, really? What time is it? It is 1:43 in the afternoon. Like, who's getting enjoyment out of this? I didn't change I didn't change my background. I have shelves from, I don't know, they're on that wall where I used to sit that hold all of my tarot cards. And when I moved the desk over here, I was not using the shelves because I like to be able to like pick whichever one. So I've had them like on all my shelves. And I made this decision. I was going to move the shelving over here. And then I was like, yeah, I don't really want to do that. I want to keep the shelves over there. I'm just going to buy shelves because I need more anyway. I have too many decks for the amount of tiny little shelves I have. So I took the stuff down so that I could hang new shelves. I have not gotten the new shelves, and yeah, that's that. Oh, it's over here. It's a crab. It's actually right here. You can see part of it. It is Cancer. It's a crabby crab. I don't know. Maybe I'll maybe I'll start hanging up the the signs behind me. Okay, Aquarius. Where are we? Aquarius. This is for the week ahead. Aquarius. 6th through to the 12th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. That seems a little ass backwards. Okay. Should I just talk over it? I think it will. Aquarius overall energy is number 15. Appreciation. Pertaining to number 31, bad health. Interesting. Because the first thing that popped into my mind is you're getting some kind of... This isn't going to be for everybody, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This feels very much like you're getting some kind of, well, I heard donation, but I feel like it's more talking about receiving some kind of inheritance. By using that word, it doesn't have to be family, but I feel like the word explains that somebody's health declined, and you're receiving something. That's not for everybody. For some of you, there's gratitude because your health maybe took a turn, but it allowed you to shift, change, grow. Sometimes when we are forced to stop and rest, I feel like COVID is a prime example. How many people started working from home, quit their 9 to 5 because they're like, they finally realize family's important. Like, I don't even know my kids. I'm never home. I pay for this mortgage, this house, this whatever, but I never spend any time because I'm busy making somebody else's money. So prime example of being forced in essence and having to. So appreciation, the majority, it feels like that's kind of what it is. Few of you, I feel like this is talking about receiving some kind of inheritance. We have the realm, the world card, Aquarius, Capricorn energy. This is talking about a time of celebration because there is the end of a cycle taking place with a Queen of Swords. This is specifically Libra, but because it's Swords energy, I feel like this is you, Aquarius, male, female, not gender specific. Something has come into balance and brought power back to you. Feeling very powerful, I will say. We also have a Queen of Coins. So I definitely feel like you could have been dealing with a Virgo, specifically Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this is some kind of financial aspect coming in for you. The grounded stability, security coming in. Again, I feel like a cycle has come to an end. And for the majority of you, I feel, like I said, that there was a major shift and change due to a health issue. For some of you, it's because there was a passing of somebody and an inheritance. Maybe they haven't even passed yet, and they're just like, I'm starting to give everything away. Like, whatever. Take it how it resonates. Underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. Number 10, storm warning. Pertaining to number 27, unexpected income. So, the storm warning, I feel like, is again talking about storm is emotions, thoughts, things of that nature, arguing, fights, a dark time, if you will. And it's pertaining to unexpected income. So for some of you, it was the health issue that really, but in essence, you feel appreciation. It was a hard time. It was tough, but in comes something amazing. Others of you, it's the passing, the sadness. And for a few of you, there's people who are up in arms about, and I feel like this is on both sides. There could be people who, because of this unexpected income, there could be jealousy. There could be people coming out of the woodwork like, oh yeah, I borrow money? It can almost cause some turbulence. And again, jealousy, like maybe if this is the inheritance, like, why did you get all that? Why didn't I get anything? Or it's just there's gonna be some issues. But I feel like it's not going to shift anything for you. I feel like just awareness is half of the understanding. We have the 9 of coins. Not only is it wish fulfillment, windfall, but this is, like I said, you have money coming in, and it possibly from a Virgo, a mother figure, matriarch. But regardless, this is you reaping the rewards of the energy you put out there. So your good-hearted nature, your kindness to this person, your, whatever it was, without doing it because you were expecting something, because this is unexpected, like doing it because you're a kind person, is what's coming back at you. And if this is pertaining to health, something that knocked you out in order for you to shift and change, that again feels like the energy that you put towards being like, this is such a blessing. Like, I needed to take a break from work and I never would have done it, but now I've been forced to because I, broke my knee or, got whatever transpired. I don't want to put stuff out there, but forced you, and the gratitude and appreciation and the shifting of your life experience. So beautiful, Aquarius, you've got money coming in, a new cycle beginning, and you're in the energy of appreciation. Loan. I'm in need of a financial assistance. So, this could be somebody coming in asking for money. For others of you, in essence, you could be receiving a loan. It doesn't have to be an inheritance. Like I said, that wasn't for everybody. There could be, this Queen of Coins could be offering you finances because maybe you were laid up and, whatever the case is. I feel like there still could be people coming in and asking for money. It's happening this month. July. Okay. Final shuffle, and then we'll head on to Pisces. No, you know what I did, Sean? I have candles and all that kind of stuff, but I don't need it behind me with my hair. I don't want to catch on fire. That'd be a really cool trick, but no. I put on my that makes it really hard to think, just saying. I put on my Amazon a wish list with all the tarot. I put a bunch of stuff actually, but one of them is a neon sign with my name. Like, put that up there. And it's not even the tarot channel name, it's my name. And the reason being is because nobody knows my name. And I don't ever think to introduce myself because I'm just, whatever. I don't pay mind to that until people are like, oh, what's your name? Like, well, yeah. So my name, Neon, and then my shelves. Tarot cards. Yeah, that's, yeah, so. I don't know when the last time was that you were on there. I don't remember when I did it. I put a few things up there. Some things that I really want. Like a holder for my awesome business cards. That's like only $3 and something cents. Which I'm, like I said, I can buy it all for my own self. But it's kind of like things I want. I don't really need. So, yeah. It's on there. What merch question? Did I miss it? Or did you not type it out and then try to tell me that you typed out a merch question? I do have some stuff coming. Currently it's in here. I'll get there. I'll get there. LeAnn, are you going to ask a question? And is Sean going to donate for your question? I haven't decided if I'm doing shirts. And the reason being is because I haven't decided. You gotta we'll put a pin in that. Yeah, I gotta. No, not yet. I haven't. I'm getting there. But, you know, Sean likes to talk. Okay. Pisces is 157.29. Pisces. Week ahead, the 6th through to the 12th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other, I almost said questions. Watch your other questions. Your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. That was the question. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Pisces, week ahead. What do we have for Pisces for the week ahead? Pisces, overall energy. We have the Sun, happiest card in the deck, feeling abundant, prosperous, happy, creative. Pertaining to number 18, child. For some of you, it is pertaining to news of having a child, your actual child. But I feel like more than anything, it's like allowing your inner child to glow. Like being in that inner child kind of energy. We have the Child of Coins, which is an energy of opportunity, something tangible coming in. It feels like it's taken a long time to get here, but it feels like a breadcrumb. Kind of like, yeah, it could lead to bigger, but there's a need to really embody it in a certain kind of way, like appreciation for this little tiny smidgy. We have an 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups talks about emotionally detaching in order to find your 9 of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment, but also emotional sovereignty. So I feel like when it comes to whatever opportunities coming in, don't get emotionally attached to it. Now, if it's emotionally attached, it's going to be like, oh, yeah, that's nice. That's not really what I was looking for. And also don't get so, oh my God, it's like the best thing ever. It's to look at it and have gratitude and appreciation. Like, oh, I knew that's so awesome. Like, great. I'm happy. I'm excited. But to not let it sway you too high or too low, because I don't feel like this isn't like the big caboodle. This is almost like a trickle effect before the dam breaks. We have a King of Swords. The King of Swords is an energy of, this is specifically Gemini energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini, have that in your chart. This is somebody who is very analytical, very black and white. It's somebody who's also very focused. This is, if you're embodying this energy, Pisces, I feel like you're being asked to focus on what it is that you're desiring. Focus on being in that energy and not on what the 3D is showing you. Not like, I wanted, $1 million and I got 50 cents. It's to be in gratitude and appreciation. The King of Swords is also somebody who's willing to cut out people, places, and situations that don't serve the best and highest good of not only the self, but the whole. In your underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 29, the World. This is an energy of a few things. It feels very much like an ending of an old cycle, but I also feel like this is pertaining to your spiritual gifts awareness and for some of you, shadow work. It's pertaining to number 34, occupation. So if we're talking about shadow work and occupation, we're talking about the things that might be holding you back pertaining to your occupation. For the ending of an old cycle, it's kind of the same idea where it's time to celebrate because you're moving up the ladder. We have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is finally dropping the burdens, which the shadow energy, feeling like finally letting go of the blocks, the burdens, the things that have been holding you back. With the Judgment card, Scorpio energy, the Judgment card is surrender and moving in a new direction, which it's in essence surrendering to, like, okay, one of the burdens could be this feeling of, that's not what I wanted. I wanted something bigger and better, and I just got this. That would be a burden of lack, feeling like you never get what it is that you're truly desiring. Maybe you feel like you're not good at manifesting, or, you sold yourself short, or whatever the case is. We're surrendering that crap. We're not worried about that. Why? Because we know we're going to make it. We've got the focus on the future. We've emotionally detached. We're emotionally sovereign. No matter what transpires, I am focused on my future and what it is that I'm desiring. So I'm not going to look at 50 cents and think anything but, wow, 50 cents. Thanks. I appreciate that. Keep going. As opposed to, I wanted $1 million and I got 50 cents. It's a shift in perspective, surrendering that old you and moving in a new direction, the new you. And that's when we get the Ace of Coins, a brand new opportunity. We're going from the 50 cents to the $1 million. This is a scenario. I'm not saying you're going to get $1 million. I'm just explaining that we're going from something small to a brand new, huge opportunity, major windfall. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Ace of Coins, something tangible, new car, new home, new job, abundance of money, like whatever it is, it's something in the 3D. And it's because we literally dropped the burdens. So, and stayed focused. All right, you have number 22, August. Well, think about Lionsgate. Look up Lionsgate. And then we have reconnection. I know it's been a while, but I miss having you in my life. Interesting. Somebody, maybe a Gemini, could be coming back around from the past. For some of you, you're also being called to emotionally detach from the childish energy, I guess is what I'm feeling. Childish. Not to be confused with like your inner child of being like fun like child, but childish as in like tantrumy. Right. Okay. Interesting that we just had the Pisces reading and I said somebody was coming back around from the past. Good Lord. What now? There's a lot of options for this sign. I thought I actually put all that information in and then added it to my... Did you actually click on the thing? Because I put it all together and then I put it in the cart. Okay, so here's the dealio, Miss LeAnn. I don't necessarily... Oh, God, now that guy's fucking car stench is coming in my window. He was revving his engine. What was I gonna say? Sidetracked. I don't necessarily recall the reading, so is your question... If I remember correctly, it had to do with marriage and a main male, a mature male, right? Pretty sure it did. All right, let me finish shuffling. I'm gonna pick the cards. Stepping stones, right. Okay. Where are we at? 2807. Okay. And it was a Pisces or a water sign. But I felt like it was a Pisces, wasn't it? Give me more information on stop. Okay, I feel like the stepping stones are necessary, and I feel like the reason they're necessary is, and I feel like we got this same card. The apathetic, I prefer to remain focused on my own life right now. Maybe we didn't get that card, but it almost feels like there's stepping stones because it's like the right person but the wrong time. But I don't think this person is necessarily leaving your life. We do have... number 24, October, and it's time to take a break. I wonder if this is somebody that you... I don't know that I'm getting new vibes necessarily, but on the bottom it says, I'm sorry, I feel terrible about what I did and owe you an apology. I will... Oh, son of a biscuit. I will say that we have the Sun card, Leo energy. happiest card in the deck, but I also feel like it's illuminating something. And what it's illuminating is the Five of Coins. The Five of Coins is an energy that you start making things manifest because it's something that's been dwelled on or harped on. It is the energy of lack, feeling not good enough, feeling like woe is me kind of energy. It is codependency, feeling like you need another person to make you or break you or whatever the case is. I feel like this isn't necessarily talking about the Sun as the happiest card in the deck. I feel like it's talking about illuminating and a clarity of understanding the Five of Pentacles, which in so doing is going to lead you to the Nine of Coins. The Nine of Coins, wish fulfillment, and also being able to reap the rewards of the fruits of your labor. There's a need for the awareness to understand what's blocking. Now, this could be their energy and what's holding them back, but I feel like it's going to be reversed. And the reason I feel like it's you is because when we pulled the cards, that person was otherworldly. They were like very well versed. The journey that you could be on, because I remember the journey card, is this journey of self-awareness, clarity, understanding. And honestly, I feel like this should be your energy. I mean, you can flip it. It could be the person who's doing work. It could be like, if this is somebody you already know, it could be like, okay, yeah, they've got some energetic work to do. I understand this is what they're doing. But it's time to take a break. And something transpiring. Well, we have October, which Libra energy could be you, could be, because I know you have Libra. Something significant could be transpiring in October. Maybe it's a break until October is the next step. It just feels very steppy stone to me. But I feel like we're illuminating somebody, if not both of you, who needs to shift in their energy with that Five of Coins in order to get to the Nine of Coins. Well, that's booty. I don't know why they let me add it to the wish list if I can't get it shipped. I just thought it'd be cool. I don't actually need it. It was just like, ooh, add that. You don't know if I narrowed it down. What do you do? Let me see. Is there any further information on this person? Soulmate? Possibly a Gemini? We got the Lovers. I don't feel like that narrowed it down either. I mean, other than more will be revealed in time. That could be your steppy stones. I don't know. Focus on the Five of Pentacles, or more so the Nine of Coins. The Nine of Pentacles. And again, I feel like they're stepping stones for a reason. So oh, did I not say something about the right person, the wrong time? I feel like in that specific situation, the whole message I just gave you still applies. Focus on not on the lack and whether or not you're being breadcrumbed. Focus on you. Take your power back, meaning we're not going to give it any more thought at all. You are worthy. You are amazing. Your life, you are, amazing. And If the person calls and wants to hang out, great, but don't continue to think like, oh, are they thinking of me? Why aren't they calling? Why aren't they responding? They only do this. You're giving them too much power. So there's a need to focus on you and your 9 of Pentacles, your prosperity, your abundance, your life. This needs to be you, but this could be them, where it says, I prefer to remain focused on my own life right now. That could be them. This needs to be you. Like, yeah, I feel like the whole reading I just gave you totally goes right at that. I just feel like there's a need to not even concern yourself. That made me think of Breaking Wind, Sean. But, like, do you. And I'll be honest with you. When it comes to relationships, when you do you and you don't concern yourself with the other person, and I don't mean in a horrible, mean way, like, I don't give a fuck about you. But I mean, like, I'm busy because I'm reading a book. I'm busy because I'm working out. I'm busy because I'm working. I'm busy because I'm watching my favorite show or tarot reader on YouTube. I'm busy. And not because I'm mean, but because I'm living my life and I'm doing me. When you're in that energy, they come running. And when you're in the energy of, oh gosh, are they going to call me? What do they think about me? You're energetically bombarding them and it pushes them away. And it's not a conscious thing that people are aware of, or else they would totally not do it. And it makes almost reverse sense because it's like, no, I need to show them that I want them. I need to show them that I'm available. I need the, you're wrong. So focus on you, your life. Yeah, do this. And again, I feel like it's time to take a break mentally from even concerning yourself. Start doing hermit energy, going within. What are you, nothing to do with love or romance. Going within for you. What am I passionate about? Do I like to, play hockey? Do I like to boat? Do I like to, what would be my most ultimate life goal right now? Like, where would I love to live if I could? Start getting to know who you truly are, what you truly desire, what it is that you want. And then action steps that you are able to take, do it. So if it's, God, I love living around the ocean, an action step you could take would be, that isn't pushy or forcey or trying to figure something out, would be to start looking at different coasts, the East Coast, the West Coast, whatever. And then the next step, maybe something pops, like start distracting yourself with you. Okay. That is what I have for everybody. I appreciate you all. Happy 4th of July. Thank you for hanging out with me. Happy Friday. Thank you for hitting the like, share, and subscribe button. Also, if you are interested in any kind of personal reading, spiritual coaching, you can contact me via email and or Facebook Messenger. Information in the description box below. Yeah, that's what I have for you. I will see you all next week. Be safe, everybody. I stole that from the Karmak critique. I feel like it should be the Karmak conspiracy. Anyways, I'll see you all next time.